Alright lads, so the Overlord collaboration is dropping tonight on Global, and to prepare you lot, or if you're watching this after you've just summoned and you want to know how to gear your characters, then today we're going to break down everything you need to know about the characters and what gear to put on the characters. So let's jump into the first character, that being Ainz. Alright, so obviously this is on Global. I don't play JP, so we don't have the characters pulled right now, but a quick edit, boom. It will do the job. But there's a reason why I put up Estarossa, and that is because, well, they're the same character essentially. Like, if you've played Estarossa, you know essentially how Ainz plays. We've done a breakdown on my yesterday video going over how the character plays, and essentially he's the same as Estarossa, but obviously a lot different. But the main gimmick applies. Do AoE skills, do single target skills to apply the death mark, which is essentially the darkness for obviously demons, but he does damage reduction instead of basic stats. But the same gimmick applies to where when you get 4 death of marks on, you're gonna basically get an insta kill like Estarossa. So in the same gimmick, really, he's ideally the same situation. Estarossa, when he first came out, was a bit of a DPS character, and Ainz, you could definitely go down the DPS route, but considering the character recently wants to stay alive and also be in blue, same situation as Estarossa, he is going to honestly get destroyed by LRS gun unless you plan to bring a taunt character. So the guy's going to be very squishy, and his main goal is just to stay alive, to provide damage reduction for your team, and also to provide basic stats with 50% with his debuff relic. All you want to do for him is to stay alive. That's as simple as that. He can do damage on a single target skill, but with his second skill being an AoE attack lower, you're not using this guy as a DPS. He's literally dead just to support. So of course, in PvE content and in PP, you want to go with HP defense. I doubt you're going to use him in PvE content because, well, his debuffs don't work, his damage reduction doesn't work, it only works in PvP. So ideally, you're only really going to use this guy in obviously PvP. So of course, HP defense is literally what I'm going to do for him. Albedo, she is a character I figure most people will be summoning for, and the one I recommend. Once again, we've done our should you summon yesterday. Bro, lads, for 600 diamonds to get her once is generally quite worth it. Considering to giving out like 5 free multis, around 153 gems, you're going to get around basically 303 gems for free. So ideally, it only really costs you 300 gems of your own currency right now to get a guaranteed copy of her. It's a steal. And also to have the chance to obviously get Ainz and Shalltear, you know, it's a steal. So assuming you pulled her, this is what you should be doing for her. Everything. Literally, she is going to be used in PvP and also PvE. For PvP, very much like Chandler, her counter is going to do a lot of damage anyway, but her main gimmick is to taunt and to stay alive. And while she does have a lot of damage reduction and it's going to be quite tanky, especially on an unknown team, you could probably get away with maybe attack defense. You're better off, and her main use is just to stay alive. As long as she stays alive doing damage, she's doing her job. So for PvP, I'm definitely going to give her HP defense, because bear in mind, you want to start first as well, so that's going to give you an extra CC buff. But yeah, HP defense. However, when it comes to PvE content, that is where it's going to change, and that's when you're going to go towards probably attack crit or maybe an attack defense. So for me, very much like I say Echidna. I have the top 4 pieces being obviously attack, and of course the bottom 2 pieces being obviously the crit pieces. And as you can see right now, if I wanted to, I would then switch over towards obviously the top 4 pieces being HP and the bottom 2 pieces being defense. So if I want to swap out the 2 bottom pieces with defense for crit, then I can easily go HP crit and go HP defense and go attack crit or attack defense as well. So overall, that's literally what you should be doing for Albedo if you plan to use some PvE content. Literally make everything HP defense more or less for obviously PvP, but when you go towards PvE content, the multi battles, anything that you're going to use during the farm content, you obviously want to go attack crit because they're generally not going to kill you. So just doing as much damage as possible is by far the best thing for her. Okay, so Shalltear is a bit of a weird one because she can be a support character, but is definitely meant to be a DPS. She does unreal damage, but do remember her part of the passive is going to lower her actual defense-related stats by 30%. Meaning, if you don't bring a taunt character, she's basically going to die. So you could even argue that even with HP defense or even attack defense or even, you know, just general gear, you're probably going to die anyway. So at that point, you might want to just go towards attack crit term. Try and do as much damage as you can on your frenzy turn, because no matter what, you're basically going to die anyway. So definitely attack crit could be the strat for obviously Shalltear, but I think general use, I'm probably just going to go HP defense because I do plan to bring either Ghislaine or also Albedo on my team. So I will have a taunt character, but she can still get attacked by AoE damage, and at least with the little bit of defense she's going to have. I'm hoping she's going to survive, but those are two I'm definitely going to go around. You don't really want to give her HP defense because she is going to be an actual DPS character. Her passive and her actual relic can be a bit of a support character. Her just applying effect, her healing her team, and just, you know, staying alive basically to support the team in a way, can be in some sort of way an actual support character. So you could give her HP defense and kind of rely on Albedo to be the main DPS or tier or L even on your team. So you definitely could go either or here, but for me personally, I'm going to go attack defense. And for PvE content, I don't really see her using her too much, since, well, a lot of PvE content you can't be debuffed, and most of her damage comes from obviously debuffing an enemy. But I guess in some situations, like maybe a final boss or even a actual guild boss, maybe just HP defense might be the best thing to go to just to get more points. Okay, so for Cocytus, honestly, I wouldn't even bother giving this guy UR. If you really want it for Boxy C, then of course you want to go attack crit, because the guy is literally just made for PvE content, and not even the hard PvE content. He's literally made for boss battle, final bosses, guild bosses basically. So I guess in guild boss situations you might want to go HP defense, because I doubt he's going to be the main DPS. You'll probably want to use him for like some sort of nuke situation, and he's probably not the guy to go towards, but getting that extra stats for obviously a knighthood boss, so you might want to go HP defense for him then. But his general use, and mostly what I see him being used in, is maybe some actual boss fights, like PvE content that comes in the future, like the new actual Riku event, like many other bosses to come each time we get a new celebration. He is going to be a pretty good boss killer. His whole kit is rolled around Amplify and also single target detonate, so he's literally made to be a boss killer. You're not going to use him in AoE farming, maybe use his passive, but literally just attack crit. But I wouldn't even give him UR gear. I think just putting him on any gear is fine enough, because generally, boys, most PvE content that isn't the multi battle can be cleared in one turn. We can pretty much clear everything in one turn, and Cocytus is not really changing that, right? He's not going to make you do it, but maybe if you don't have the right setup, then he might actually help a lot here. But generally, just attack crit, because, well, he's not going to attack. I mean, if you die in PvE content that's not the multi battle, then you're probably doing something wrong. But yeah, that's Cocytus. I wouldn't, like I said, make UR gear for him. If you want to, then go for it. Just why not, right? So, your boys, that's going to wrap up the video. Let me know what character you lot summoned and you actually got a major UR gear for. Once again, we'll be doing our summons tomorrow. Hoping, once again, just going for Albedo, just trying to get a dupes out here, because you know, it's Albedo, plus she is actually one of the best ones on the banner, and a character I'm very much looking forward to playing her in PvE and also PvP, because she looks like a lot of fun, especially that counter skill. So yeah, boys, this is dropping one day before. If you're watching right now, then good luck. I will be up when the banner's out, but we are hopefully working on a little special Overlord little opening tomorrow. I'm going to work on it today, and we'll see if I can get it done for Halloween. So boys, thank you for watching, and yeah, peace.